Thanks, Esme. Watching this morning, a cool and quiet start to the day. The only big storm to look at is across the northeast, and even this is moving out, ending what was a record-setting stretch of warm weather that lasted a couple of days there. As that system moves away, we turn our attention to these much more disorganized systems that are moving in from the Rockies and Canada. And we'll have a few of these over the next several days. So as high pressure moves away after giving us a fairly sunny day yesterday and a pretty sunny start to the day today in most spots, we're watching this little area of light snow that's moving up out of Iowa and bringing with it just some flurries right now and maybe some lighter snow showers, especially along and south of I-90 in southern Minnesota. Nothing up here in the Twin Cities metro quite yet, although we do see a couple of flurries coming off of Lake Mille Lacs, and there are thicker clouds and thinner clouds, so sort of varying amounts of cloud cover right now here. And the last of the lake effect snow is starting to wane. I think this will be done probably by 1 or 2 o'clock, but it did drop a few inches of fresh powdery snow in some of those skiing areas across northern Minnesota, so good news there. But we will see that snow build in with time, and as that happens, we'll actually get a little bit of a warm up too. That system getting closer to us is shifting our winds more to the southeast, and so that's bringing in slightly less cold air. After a less cold start this morning, we have a less cold mid-morning so far. 14 currently in the Twin Cities metro, and many areas are in the teens. Here's a look at high temperatures today. I think we'll be about 15 degrees warmer in the Red River Valley today and in Bemidji today versus yesterday, and that means highs near 15 or so. Twin Cities will be 5 to 10 degrees milder than yesterday. Same thing across southern Minnesota and in Wisconsin. So a seasonable January day on tap as we wait on that snow. Here's the forecast for you. In fact, starting right now and running through the early afternoon, early to mid-afternoon. Again, that snow building in south of us, lifting up toward the Twin Cities probably by the dinner hour, and then continuing to push north. About as far north and west as Alexandria, Brainerd, and Duluth is as far as it will get. So north and west of there, places like Bemidji and Fargo will get little more than flurries or nothing at all out of this system. Same thing from around Marshall over to Ortonville and possibly even Wilmer. Little if no accumulation. We'll show you those numbers in a second. By early tomorrow, that snow is done, so we're not dealing with it falling during the morning commute, but there will be enough that there still could be some slick spots during the morning commute tomorrow. Around dinner time tonight, maybe an inch or so in parts of southern Minnesota. Again, the snow starting a little later here, so closer to just a coating or so around dinner time. And then as we head through midnight, I think we'll see snow totals in the Twin Cities metro, generally around an inch or two. There may be a few communities you can see like Glencoe, Mankato, potentially Eau Claire, that get up closer to 3 inches of snow. And then you head again farther north and west, little if anything. From this one, we've got a few more storms to look at. As we go through tomorrow, though, it should be quiet, mostly cloudy. I wouldn't expect to see much sunshine. There may be some communities that don't see any throughout the day. The best chance to see a little bit of sun would be from Alex to Fargo to Bemidji and Grand Rapids. Highs tomorrow even a bit less chilly than today, 25 to 30. And then we turn our attention to another system coming in on Monday night into early Tuesday morning. So what I'm going to do is add up on average what falls tonight, plus what falls coming up on Monday night and Tuesday, plus what falls in another weaker storm coming up on Wednesday. And you can see by the early part of Thursday morning, many of us will have on average 2 to 5 additional new inches of snowfall. And then there's a big question mark surrounding a storm that comes in on Friday. It looks to me like it will be bringing with it more moisture. And if that happens, the end of the week snowfall total could easily be pushing a foot or more. That's not a guarantee, but I think certainly at least several inches of snow over the next week to, 5 days to a week is a pretty good bet. So great news for winter sports fans, and so are these temperatures. It had looked colder in here on Thursday, but I think that as that storm comes in on Friday, that will drag in the cold air, which means most of this week will be pretty seasonable.
Well, keep watching WCCO for that possibility.
Lot to cover.
Yes. Okay, thanks, Mike.